Welcome to Word of God Clothing and everything we do. Screen printing, t-shirts just like this. Oh yeah, boys, that's the way we get it done. Word of God Clothing. My name is Jerome Nahara, and let's get it. Boom. Hey everyone, this is Jerome Nahara, and I am the owner of Word of God Clothing, and I wanted to give my testimony on how I became a screen printer. First of all, um, back in the days, about 6, 7 years ago, I got put on probation. My probation officer, after like 6 months, I was still using drugs and alcohol. She gave me a piss test, and it came up dirty, and I was like, oh man. And so she's like, look, you got to stop or you go back to jail. So like this is like third, fourth time I did it. So I just left, and I'm driving. It's about 20 minutes drive from my house to where she's at. So I was driving back home, and so as I was driving, I'm talking to myself like, dude, how am I gonna get out of this? You know what I mean? Like I can't stop. I can't figure out how to stop using. You know what I mean? So I was just talking to myself driving, and the Lord spoke to me. He said, "Go to church." I was like, "Go to church?" Like inside, like it came up. Like, and I was like, "Go to church?" Like, all right, I'll go to church. That sounds good. So I asked my buddy, and I knew he goes to church. So I asked him like, "Hey, what time are the services?" So he gave me a card. He's like, "I'll go with you." So he was going on Wednesdays, and he was playing the drums. So I'm like, "All right, cool." And so I ended up rolling with him. And then the third week, he's like, "Oh, I'm not going." So I'm like, "Oh man, are you serious?" So it was cool. But it was hard because the enemy is always there to attack you, and his name's Satan. And as I was driving um, to go to the church, here he comes. Hey, those people don't like you. Those people don't want nothing to do with you. They don't like you. Says, go back home. You have everything at your house. I was still having all that stuff at my house. And so I'm like, I'm thinking to listen to this guy, and I'm like, man, I'm like, nah, you know what? I need to go. So I went. I overcame that. I said, no, I gotta go. So I went the next day, feeling good. I asked my buddy, I'm like, hey man, I can't stop thinking about, using it, being like that, you know what I mean? So he told me, um, yeah, all you gotta just pray, ask the Lord to take it out of your mind. So I'm like, all right, cool, that doesn't sound hard. I don't really know anything about prayer, you know what I mean? I never prayed. I gather I never have, but Um, yeah, so I did it. 6 years later, 7 years later, now I'm sober, been sober ever since. So the power of prayer is for real. Keep praying and keep believing, and watch the Lord do miracles in your life. So, um, I was a big time football fan, Raider fan, all the way. Brothers were, so I was wearing a Raider shirt. I walked in my job one day, and there was like no one there. It was kind of weird. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So it was like the Lord was there, and He says, "Who do you love? Do you love me or do you love them?" And for me, I'm like, I don't see Him, but I can sense that He is there. And I'm like, like He pointed at my shirt. I'm like, oh, I love you. And basically, what He was saying, if you love me, why you wearing that? You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, oh man. So I went home. I started drawing up some stuff. Not a good artist, so it didn't come out too good, but it came out okay. Then I found the computer I was ironing on, then went to vinyl, and then now I do screen printing, as you see in the back with the screen. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, stay strong, be aware of the enemy that is always telling you to do the wrong things. You guys got to stay straight and follow Jesus and do the right things in everything you do. Well, at that note, my name is Jerome Nahara, and I'll talk to you guys later. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Word of God Clothing, we out.